This lesson is over ratio and rate tables. So before we do that, let's look at our number routine about how do you know. How do you know when Paul bought 2.5 pounds of ground beef for $8, he says it costs $3.20 for each pound, per pound or for 1 pound. How do you know that's true? Several ways how you could do this. So I'm going to set up a rate. I'm going to turn 2.5 pounds to 2.5. So he spent $8 for 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I need to break it down to 1 pound of ground beef. How? How can I turn 2.5 to 1 pound? How can I break it down? I can divide the numerator and denominator by dividing by 2.5. For those of you who forgot how to divide decimals, please go back to previous lessons and read how to divide decimals. So we have 8 divided by 2.5. I'm setting it up in fraction form. I don't know about you, but I don't like working with decimals when I'm dividing by decimals. So how can I turn this 2.5 into just a whole number of 25? Two ways you can do it. Shortcut, move the decimal 1 over. So move this decimal 1 over. That would be 80. However, mathematically, why is that so? It's because you're multiplying by the power of 10. 2.5 times 10 is 25. 8 times 10 is 80. So let's divide this now. What do you get when you divide 80 by 25? How many 20 groups of 25 go into 8? 0 times. How many 20 groups of 25 go into 80? 3 times. That's 75. If I subtract 80 minus 75, I get 5. I need to get rid of the remainder. So I add a 0.0. That doesn't change the value of 80. How many groups of 25 go in 52? So that's where the $3.20 per pound, each pound for 1 pound comes from. Some of you probably looking at this, why are you doing it this way? Why don't you just multiply? We know it costs $3.20 for each pound. If you buy 2 pounds, you can multiply 2.5 times 3.20 and get $8. Or you could do it this way, 3.20 for 1 pound, another 3.20 for another pound, that's 6.40. Half of this, I think is 160, and that adds up to 150. Yeah, 160 adds up to $8. All right, so let's look at our question. Linda was at Kroger's. She noticed that the sign above the chicken read 2 pounds for $6. If Linda needed to buy $15 worth of chicken, how many pounds did she buy? All right, let's see. 2 pounds for $6. If she buys 4 pounds, that would cost $12. So using number sense, I know the answer has to be more than 4 pounds. Unit cost. Oh yeah, unit cost. So 1 pound will cost $3. So if 1 pound costs $3, 2 pound costs $6, 3 pound costs $9, 4 pound costs $12, 5 pound costs $15. 5 pounds. You might say, okay, how do you do it instead? This is how it looks like in paper form. Let's get it costs 2 pounds for $6. 2 pounds for $6. So I simplified this to 1 pound, $3. So I found a unit cost. Again, unit cost is the cost for 1 unit, per unit, each unit. So I made a ratio table. $3, 1 pound, $6, 2 pounds, $9, 3 pounds, $12, 4 pounds, and $15 for 5 pounds. So that is my pattern. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is my unit. And so there is a shortcut here. Some of you may do it this way. If I know it costs $3 for 1 pound of chicken, if I build it up by a scale factor, which we're about to learn very shortly, by a scale factor of 5, 1 pound times 5 is 5 pounds. $3 times 5 is $15. That's how I could have gotten it. $15 for 5 pounds. So let's look at our previous lesson of our complex fractional rates. Sarah can walk 3.5 miles in 1.5 hours. Calculate her average speed in miles per hour. So we know she can walk 3.5 miles, that is a 2, in 1.5 hours. It says calculate her speed in miles per hour. Each hour, in other words, 1 hour. So how can you turn 1.5 hours to 1 hour? You have to divide by 1.5. Because if you do 1.5, you have to divide the numerator and denominator by 1.5. If you do 1.5 divided by 1.5, you get 1 hour. So what is 3.5 divided by 1.5? So it's 3.5 divided by 1.5. If you forgot how to divide by mixed numbers, please watch my previous lessons. So let's turn these into improper fractions. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 more is 7 halves. What about this one? 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 halves. So again, how do you divide fraction? Multiply by its reciprocal. So I keep 7 halves and I keep the original number. You multiply by its reciprocal of 2/3 and you get 14/6. Can you even simplify 14/6? Yes, you can. That's 7/3. How many 3's go into 7? 2 times 2 and 1/3 miles. So Sarah can walk 2 and 1/3 miles per hour, each hour or 1 hour. So today's lesson is about cupcakes for sale. You are going to be icing cupcakes and selling them at McMeans Junior High. In the icing recipe, the cup instructions said that to ice 1 batch of cupcakes with green color icing, you will need 2 drops of blue and 5 drops of yellow. Because in art class, is it primary colors? Make secondary colors, I think. Blue and yellow makes green. How many drops of food coloring would you need for 1 batch, 2 batches, 3 batches, and 4 batches? Complete the ratio table using your rainbow cubes or crayons. So, I've already, in the purpose of saving time, alright, this is not doing as well as I hoped. In the purpose of saving time, I put 2 drops, 5 yellow. So 2 drops, 5 yellow. Make green. So, what's the ratio of blue to yellow? In case you forgot ratio, ratio is comparing 2 different objects. So 2 different stuff without units. So there are 2 blue, 5 yellow. Can you simplify this to 5? So the ratio is you need 2 blue for every 5 yellow. That's the ratio. What if we make 5 batches of this? Let's see if this works. So 1 batch will need 2 blue, 5 yellow. I make another batch, 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 2 blue, 5 yellow. So how many blues drops did I put to make 5 batches? There are 10 blue dots. How many yellow dots? 25 yellow dots. Drops. So the ratio is 10 blue to every yellow drops. Can I simplify this? Yes, I can. Divide both numbers by 5. So it's 2, 5. That means it is keeping the same ratio right here. You will need To make green, 2 blue for every 5 yellow. 2 blue for every 5 yellow. 2 blue for 5 yellow. 2 blue for 5 yellow. 2 blue for 5 yellow. So, next one. Is there a shortcut instead of drawing drops after drops after drop? There must be a shortcut. Let's see, if I made one batch and I had 2 blue, to make 5 batches, I multiply by 5, that's for 10. Oh, okay. So 2 blue makes 1 batch. So I make 9 of them. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That would be 18 blue. To make 1 batch, I have 5 yellow. If I made it 9 times, that would be 45. So the ratio of blue to yellow is 18:45. Can I simplify that? Yes, I can. Divide both numbers by 9. I got 2/5. That means for every 2 blue, there's 5 yellow. And next one. What if I want to make 25 batches? I want to make this 25 times. So each batch needs 2 blue. 25 times, that would be 50. Another way to save time is 5 batches needs 10 blue drops. If I made this batch of 5 times, so 10 times 5 is 50 right there. So let's see. How many yellows do I need to make 25 batches? So 5 yellows. I made it 25 times. 25 times 25 is 75. So the ratio is 50 over 75. Wait, I feel like that is wrong. Oh, I am so sorry. 5 yellow drops to make 1 batch. If you repeat that, 5 times 25 is 125 yellow drops. Because I knew that was going to be wrong, because I knew the ratio is 2 blue for every 5 yellow. If I had to simplify the previous one, that would have been 2/3. So can I simplify this? Divide both numbers by 25. That'd be 2/5. So the ratio is 2 blue for every 5 yellow. So the number by which you multiply two related quantities by the same number is called scale factor. Sometimes you need to scale back, and sometimes we scale forward to find an equivalent ratio. So you're going to hear me use the word scale factor. That's what you multiply by. So for example, Ray heart beats 56 times in a minute. At that rate, how many times will her heart beat in 7 minutes? So to turn 1 minute to 7 minutes, I multiply it by a scale factor of 7. If you multiply 56 times 7, that is 392 beats in 7 minutes. So I can multiply it side by side. There's another thing called multiply within. How do you turn 1 minute to 56 beats? I multiply by 56. 7 times 56 is 392. So you can multiply it sideways or within. What do you feel like you're doing? So are you good with pattern building? If you are good at finding patterns, then this lesson, ratio table, are your game. Patrick can make 8 chairs in 20 hours. At that rate, how long will it take him to make 2 chairs? So he had 8 chairs. He only needs to make 2 chairs. So he's making less. So we need to scale it backward. How do you turn an 8 to a 2? How do you turn 8 chairs to 2 chairs? Divide by 4. Another way to say that is multiply by 1/4. But I know a lot of you do not like multiplying by fractions. So you rather just say, can I just divide by 4? Okay. 20 hours divided by 4 is 5. So 2 chairs takes 5 hours. 8 chairs take 20 hours. Another way you could say is 4 chairs will take 10 hours. So here's a ratio table. You simplify it. Many ways you can do these. Skim milk contains 80 calories for every 8 ounces. How many calories do 10 ounces of skim milk contain? So, there are many ways you can do this. There's within. How do you turn, so 80 calories for 8 ounces of milk. How do you turn 8 ounces to 80 calories? You multiply by 10. So 10 times 10 is 100 calories. That's one way you could do it. Some of you may like working side by side. Can 8 ounces even go to 10 ounces? Let's think. Can 8 go into 10 evenly? No. Could I simplify this? How about simplifying it to 40 calories to 4 ounces? Simplify again. 20 calories for 2 ounces. Can 2 ounces go to 10? Oh, it can. Times 5. Times 5, 20 times 5 is 100. Or you can even simplify it one more time. 10 ounces per ounce, or each ounce, or 1 ounce. And how do you turn 1 ounce to 10 ounces? Times 10, you get 100. So many ways you can get to 100. You can have did within by multiplying 8 times 10 is 80, 10 times 10 is 100. Or simplify and build up. So it's called break it down and build it back up. So Joseph mows lawns during his summer month to earn money. He took 14 hours to mow 8 lawns. So we have 8 lawns, so 14 hours to mow 8 lawns. At this rate, how many lawns could he mow in 63 hours? So it goes 63 right here. So let's see if this works. Can we do within? Can 8 go in 14 or 14 go in 8? I don't know. No. So we need to simplify, break it down. Can you simplify this? 4 lawns, 7 hours. Now can I build it up to 63? How can I build it up? What scale factor should I use to build it up from 7 hours to 63 hours? I multiply by the scale factor of 9. So that would be 36 lawns, 63 hours. Number 5. Pablo bought a $50 gift card. So this is gift card. $50 gift card for $45 cash. That's not bad at all. He gets more gift card than cash he uses. So this is cash. Using a ratio table, find how much cash he would need for a $30 gift card. So 30 goes here. Do you notice how it's important to label your units? All right, so let's see within. Can 45 go in 50 or 50 go in 45? No. Can 50 go into 30? No. Can we simplify this? Oh, yes. Well, I can't divide by 2. What can I divide both of these numbers by? By 5. So if I divide this number by 5, so I am scaling backward. I'm dividing the numerator and denominator by 5. That would be 10. $10 gift cards cost $9 cash. Now I can scale it forward by multiplying by a scale factor of 3. And I get 27. So $30 gift card costs $27 of cash. Number 6. Xander read 30 pages of his book in 10 minutes. So this is P for pages and M for minutes. So he read 30 pages in 10 minutes. Create a ratio table. If he continues at this rate, how long will it take him to read 45 pages? So 45 goes up here. Remember, label your unit. It's so important. So, many ways. Oh, within. Can 10 go to 30 or can 30 go to 10? It can. Divide by 3. So I divide by 3 and I get 15. So 45 pages, 15 minutes. Or you could do it this way. Could I simplify this? 15 pages, 5 minutes. Now I build it up. How do you turn 15 pages of 45 pages? I multiply by 3, and that's where I get 15. Many ways to build this pattern. Barry was saving money for a new speaker system. He saved, S for save, and M for months. He saved $200 in 8 months. If Barry continues to save money at this rate, how much money will he save in a year? A year. What is a year? 12 months. So, can 8 go into 200? I don't think so. Not perfectly. So can 8 go into this 12? So we're doing within. Can it go 8 to 12? No. Well, actually, you could say we're using multiplying decimal of 1.5, but that's too much thinking. Let me simplify this. So $100 saving takes him 4 months. Oh, it works. Can I build this up from 4 months to 12 months times 3? So the scale factor is times 3. So it's $300, 12 months. So $100 every 4 months, $200 every 8 months, $300 for every 12 months. Randy mows yards to earn extra money. He mows 3 yards in 90 minutes. If he continued to mow at the same rate, how many yards would he mow in 5 hours? What does 5 hours equal to? Let's see, 60 minutes every hour. 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. That's 300 minutes. So, how many yards can he mow? Oh, I can do it within. How do you turn 90 minutes to 3? Divide by 30. Divide by 30. So what is 300 divided by 30? That would be 10, I believe. You could do it that way. Maybe you don't prefer that way. Maybe you rather do it side by side. So can 90 go in 300? I don't think so. Can we simplify this? Divide both numbers by 3. I get 1 yard every 30 minutes. So he can mow 1 yard every half an hour. Now how do you build 30 minutes to 300 times 10? And 10 is there. So many ways you could have gotten that 10. Samantha's goal is to do sit-ups in minutes. So 80 sit-ups in 3 minutes. How many seconds will it take her to do 12 sit-ups? So how many seconds will it take? So the question now is over about seconds. So I'm going to turn this minutes into seconds. So this is sit-ups. 80. Do you know another way to say 3 minutes in seconds? 60, 60, 60, 60 seconds in a minute. So that's 180 seconds. She can do 80 sit-ups. So, can 80 go to 180, 180 go to 80? No. Can I simplify this? Let's see. 40 sit-ups will take her 90 seconds. Can I simplify again? Divide by 10. 4 sit-ups in 9 seconds. Oh, now I can build up. How do you turn 4 sit-ups to 12 sit-ups? I multiply by a scale factor of 3, so I get 27 seconds. 12 sit-ups in 27 seconds. So we have 2 more examples. Lance bought 3 bags of Skittles for $2. So this is cost and this is Skittles. What price did Lance have to pay for 2 dozen bags of Skittle? 2 dozen is, a dozen is 12, 2 is 24 bags of Skittle. So, can 2 go in 3 or 3 go in 2? No. Oh, I can do a scale factor of 12. I can build a 3 Skittle 12 times to 24 Skittles. And so 3 times 12 is $36 for 24 bags of Skittles, or 2 dozen. And our last example, Greta walked 42 blocks. Ugh, 42 blocks in 1 week. So week. Oh, but let me keep on reading this. How many blocks will she walk in days? So they really want us to talk about days. So do you know another way to say week? 7 days, hopefully you said. So 90 days. So can we do a within? Can 42 go to 7 or 7 go to 42? Yes. I multiply by 6. Multiply by 6. So 90 times 6 is 540 blocks in 90 days. What do you not like doing within? Could you simplify 42 blocks in 7? Divide both numbers by 7. That would be 6 blocks in 1 day. So multiply by 90, and that's where you get the 540. So what we're learning today is ratio table. Ratio tables, you can multiply within, or you can multiply scale forward or scale backward. It is your choice. Pattern building.